Right then. Hello, everybody. I'm not very well. I've got the flu. I'm in bed, ill, but this is breaking news. So I wanted to jump on. How are we all doing? I'm just, hang on. Can you turn that down a bit, please? Sorry, Al's got his news on the background. Hi, everybody. Yeah, there's been a triple murder today, and I said I wasn't going to come live for the next few days because I'm not very well, but I thought I should jump on. Apologies why I was late. Hello, everybody. Sort of like late afternoon, isn't it? Early evening. Hello. I'm just like trying to get my head around what's happened. But I will say this before we go into what's happened, because we're going to have like half hour, 45 minutes of just breaking this down. Before we go into it, they are already saying now that they are going to tighten crossbow laws. I think we all know this was coming. I've been saying this for a couple of years now. We need to all get one quickly if you want one. They've already stopped us buying handguns, shotguns. We can still buy air rifles, quite powerful ones, in England, but you can't in Scotland. Scotland, you are banned from buying air rifles. I see what's going on here. They want us, the more they take power away from the people, the more control that they have. If you look back through time of all the different countries that have lost their citizens, have lost the right to bear arms, you will see what's happened. Did it in China? Did it in Germany? We can't say the time, but we all know when. So I'll be getting into more of that another time because I'm not very well, but I just wanted to cover this story. I'm sorry I'm poorly. You can hear my voice. I told you I've had this weird flu thing. It's so weird. It come back. Jack had it, and then Al had it, and then I got it again. Right, so we're going to get this up now. We're going to get the latest. Now, John Hunt, whose family had passed away, all three of them. Yeah, I used to be with you, Rose, darling, on this, but in the last few years, after what I've seen happening, I now look at things differently, sweetie, if you know what I mean. Hi, everyone, by the way. It's too late for antivirals. So I don't know what's going on. I've had a few people contact me already. They've shot him, have they? Right, okay. Right, so we're going to get into all what's happened today, because I know a lot of people don't know what's going on. And I haven't looked at, to be honest with you. Oh, shit. That's one of Gizmo's toys I've just sat on. I've only seen bits of it. Like I say, I'm not very well, so I've not really been following much. I have to agree with you, Terry Knowles, people kill not weapons. But yeah, this is breaking news, everybody. So for those of you who don't know, is that really Plisco? Let me just check. Just bear with me, guys. I'm sorry I was late as well. I'm just very well. Yeah, let me just give you a wrench, bud. How you doing, mate? Good to see you, mate. Legend Plisco in the house. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Right then. So I'm not going to go for individual hellos because I'm not going to be on long. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for being here. Apparently he's been shot dead. So I've gone to the BBC purely because I don't want all the ads and everything. But, you know, I'm not chose the BBC over anybody on purpose. Now, this guy, John Hunt, he was a BBC racing commentator They're still saying here that they're looking for him. So the person who said he's been shot dead, do you have any source for that? So Manhunt as BBC racing commentator's family killed. Now, this is the guy they want to get. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. This is the guy they want to get. Now, I don't know where the squeaker is to sit on it again. I can't see it. Which is what I don't get. I'm like, where is it? Honestly, I can't see it. It's obviously on the bed somewhere. Excuse me. So we're going to go back to the beginning on this, because a lot of people don't know what's been going on. Okay, so 3 women have been killed in Hertfordshire home, where the wife and 2 daughters of the BBC racing commentator John Hunt. It was his wife and 2 daughters. It's been confirmed. Now, Carol Hunt, 61, Hannah Hunt, 28, and Louise Hunt, 25, were found seriously injured at a property in Ashling Close, Bushey, just before 7 o'clock last night, and all died at the scene. Now, this wasn't spoken about last night. I'm not sure what time they put this out today, because I've not been watching the news because I've been recovering from this, whatever this thing is. It goes on. A search is underway to find Kyle Clifford, 26, from the Enfield area, who is wanted in connection with the deaths. He is believed to be in Hertfordshire or North London and in possession of a crossbow. Someone just said that they'd got him in a cemetery. Is that true? Because I can't find anything about that. This is horrendous. Whether it's been done, they're going to use this now to get rid of the crossbows. Now, Kyle Clifford briefly served in the British Army in 2022. So you just got out of hospital, Dave. Are you okay? I'm not going to see much chat, but I'll be saying a quick, catching the odd bit. Like, you can hear my voice. I hate going live when my voice is like this. I've only jumped on because this is breaking news, guys. Okay. In a few days, when I'm feeling better, we will break this down properly. Hello, Carlos. Conviction for murder, says Jason. Okay. Right then. So it says Chief Superintendent John Simpson told a press conference at Hatfield Police Station that the deaths were being treated as murders. Oh, 0. That's so kind. Thank you. Oh, thanks, bud. You didn't have to do that, mate. How you doing? So it goes on. They're being treated as murders. No arrests have been made at this stage, and other weapons may also have been used. So at the moment, they're saying it's a crossbow, but they're saying that other weapons may have been used. So apparently, it was in the British, I can't say that one not very well, British Army for a short period in 2022. The BBC understands. Oh God, this is awful. This is really difficult. This is just horrendous. I have no words. So there's his wife. There he is there. I think a lot of us would probably recognise him if we heard him talk. That's his daughter Louise, 25, and his other daughter Hannah, 28. Our overarching objective today is to protect public safety and to locate Kyle Clifford, who is wanted in connection with the murder of 3 women in what we believe to be a targeted incident. Now, they've shown Kyle's photo. Aren't they beautiful? I can't imagine what this poor guy's going through right now. But they are guys, I just want to add this again. They are jumping on this to ban crossbows. They are jumping on this. So it goes on. That he then directly appealed to Mr. Clifford. So what I'll try and do, I'll try and get a copy. Yeah, GGGG. Yeah. Thank you, Linda. I did get better, and I felt poorly again. We've all got it in. Everyone's got it. Everyone I talk to is ill, either in bed ill or they've had it. GGG. Now, if this does happen, I just want to just add this bit in Ibex. If this does happen, they do ban them. Al was just talking about this. They're going to struggle getting them off everybody, just saying. So they'll probably just ban the sale of them. Really, Beck, there's so many people go not very well. Our space cat. Right, let me just go back through this. So I'm going to try and find the press conference, and then we can get it in. Hi, Ruth. Love. So if you are seeing this, please contact the police via 999. Extensive resources have been deployed across North London and the Bushy area. Armed police and specialist search teams are involved in the manhunt, which is responding at pace in the wake as what has been a horrific incident. So I am going to try and find that press conference now for you so we can get a full update. What's going on, Dave? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm very much with Terry Knowles of this. I'm not going to really cover much of this yet because it's just happened, and our thoughts are with the family, and we want to try and find out what's going on. But over time, I will break this down because I am a very firm believer of it's the person, not the weapon, because you can turn anything into a weapon, including a pencil. You know, right? We're going to get this video up here, so find a bit of information out. No sound, is there? Is there anyone else got sound? Because I haven't got any sound. It must just be footage. Okay, so this is the scene there today. Doesn't look mega rich, does it? It's just a normal, looks like a 3 or 4 bed. It's detached, but just a normal house. It's not like living in a mansion or anything like that. Is John Hunt one of the regulars on the racing? Now, he was he is a racing commentator at the horses. I'm guessing most people will recognise his voice and not his name. Is that their back garden? They got a nice... So there's their garden, look. So they've got like a jacuzzi and they've got a nice garden. But these are just sort of, you know, not mega rich people, just well-to-do, should we say. So I will try and get that press conference for you in a moment. Local councillor Nicholas wrote in a post on Facebook that she was deeply saddened. So basically what happened was John Hunt came home last night and seen his wife and his 2 daughters. So they were there with their mom, badly injured, but they were still alive. They died at the scene after the ambulances came. So just bear with me. I'm just going to try and grab that press conference. This is just awful. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I think, and I've not got this confirmed, but I think he might have been a boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend of the family, of the daughter. Sorry. I'm just trying to find this press conference. Just bear with me, guys. You can tell I'm not with it. I hate streaming when I'm like this. I absolutely hate it because I'm not with it and I like to be with it. Just bear with me, folks. So I don't want to jump on at this time of day either, do I? Right, so... Right, I've got the press conference. Let me just get this up. Hang on, it's on YouTube. And we're going to have to find the bit where they actually come out. But let me just check you can see this. Can everybody see this on YouTube now? You should be able to. No, you can't. Here we go. Right, so I'm just going to find this press conference for you, okay? And then we're going to get a full rundown of what happened. So I'm just going to find where the police officer came out, because there's a lot of waiting and waiting. Honestly, I'd hate to be a bloody reporter. Here he comes. Okay. So he's going to come out now. So that's a bit noisy, isn't it? Here he comes. Right, we're getting a full update here. Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Superintendent John Simpson, Head of Local Policing for Hertfordshire Constabulary. Police were called to a property in Ashland Close just before 7 p.m. last night. Officers attended alongside colleagues from the East of England Ambulance Service and, on arrival, found 3 women with serious injuries. Sadly, despite their best efforts, the women, who are believed to be related, died a short time later at the scene. The victims are aged 25, 28 and 61. Our overarching objective today is to protect public safety and to locate Kyle Clifford, who is wanted in connection with the murder of the 3 women in what we believe is a targeted incident. We have extensive police resources deployed to various locations in North London and also the Bushy area of Hertfordshire. The manhunt also involves armed police officers and special search teams responding at pace in the wake of what has been an horrific incident involving what is currently believed to be a crossbow, but other weapons may also have been used. If members of the public see Kyle Clifford, they urge not to approach him at any point and to dial 999 immediately. Kyle, if you're seeing or hearing this, please make contact with the police via 999. Beyond the immediate search operation, a major crime inquiry has been launched, and we also appeal to the public for any information in relation to the incident. This incident will be, of course, of concern to local residents. Additional local officers will be in the area today, so please do speak to them if you need to. You can report information online at hearts.police.uk/report, via web chat at hearts.police.uk/contact, or call 101 quoting Op Inforna. Alternatively, you can stay 100% anonymous by contacting the independent charity Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111 or via their untraceable online form at crimestoppers-uk.org. Thank you.
What's the connection between Hertford and this family?
Right, so they gave, it didn't answer any questions. So that was the initial press conference. No, people are saying they will use it. They will use it. Yeah, Yvette Cooper, who is our Home Secretary, is already using this straight away. There is a picture of him. I'm going to get anything else I can up, any more information. Just bear with me, folks. I don't know if it's like a flu or something that's going around, but there's something crazy going on. Some people are saying it's a new strain of the old plague. I don't know. Right. Just bear with me a minute, folks. This is just horrendous. Can you imagine coming home and seeing your family? Excuse me. I don't know if he had any other children. I'm not sure if he had any other children or if that was his only 2 children who have now been murdered, and your wife. Can you imagine? Well, they were alive. They were actually alive when he came home. So it goes on. Carl Clifford, what we know about the suspect and victims of Bushy triple murder. Now, what I find a little bit odd, I suppose they've had to though, is that they've showed what's the matter? You what, sweetie? What chicken?
The chicken on the bone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry about this, folks. It's a daytime streaming is difficult for me, obviously, because I've got my child here. He's got a younger daughter. Thank you, Ruth. Sorry, say that again. Sorry about this, folks. I won't be a sec. I'm live, Jack. Okay. Yeah. Chicken on the bone. Yeah.
Can you get it on the shop?
Yeah. Well, I can either do that or we can go to the shop and get some.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Make sure you tell Daddy as well. Right, sorry about this, folks. So they've shown his face. Now, usually, if it's just a suspect, they don't show the faces, but I suppose they have to because they know it's him. My only concern of this, and this is my tinfoil hat going on here, and I know people are going to laugh and call me a conspiracy theorist, but I always have to look at it from all different views. What if, and I'm saying what if, this guy is innocent, and what if he didn't do anything and it's been pinned on him and it was done by somebody else? You know, we have to look at this. You know, like, you don't know, do you? It could have been somebody else done it and they've set him up as a perfect fall guy, and it does happen. It does happen. So I'm kind of trying to reserve any hatred for him. And yeah, exactly. Space Cat is spot on there. Question everything is always a good thing. Yeah. Oh, thank you, John. So I'm going to get a bit of information about Kyle here. So this is the suspect. Now, who was it? Someone came in and said he'd been shot dead in a cemetery. Were they just making that up? It most likely is this person, but I'd just like to be, oh, Justine, even from my bloody sick bed, I'm here. Can't get rid of me. Right, okay, so this is the guy, Kyle Clifford. It just looks like he might have maybe Greek or something in him, I don't know. But I don't think he's a foreigner. I think he's English. You know, he might have descent of someone said he was foreign. I don't think he is. So the manhunt is underway. Now, there they are together. There's John Hunt, who is this racing commentator on the BBC. And is he the one who is the regular, who is always doing the racing? If so, then he is very well known. But most people won't know his name because they'll probably recognise his voice. So here they are on holiday. This is just horrendous. I just feel bad even looking through his photos of his holiday. This poor man, you know. So there he is with his wife, 61. Oh God. So he also did some Sky Sports as well, racing, commentating. And there's his youngest, Louise, 25, Hannah, 28. So this is what we know so far about Kyle Clifford. And obviously, if anyone's in this area, obviously be careful. All right. If you've got anyone in Hertfordshire or in the area, in the Bushy area, then I would seriously keep your doors shut, keep your windows shut, and be vigilant, because this guy is still out there. Though, again, someone said that he's been shot dead. Oi, hang on, the pigeons are fighting. Hang on. Okay, sorry. Right. So here's everything we know so far. Suspect is ex-security. Is that what you're coming in for?
No.
They're all bullying Funky Pigeon. So detectives believe he could still be in either Hertfordshire or North London. They were saying earlier, specifically the Enfield region. Sky News understands he used to work as a private security guard. He's 25 as well. Well, BBC Radio do, don't they? Just after 8:30 on Wednesday, that was the 8:30 a.m., Hertfordshire Constabulary published Kyle Clifford's name, age and photograph. A woman who grew up with him in Enfield says he always seemed pretty normal and a nice guy. I suppose anyone, any what you want to call normal person can be pushed to do something that is evil, you know. We don't know, Deborah. Welcome, by the way. Welcome in, everybody. He would always be at the same parties together and hanging around in Enfield. He never seemed odd or aggressive. This is what I mean. Has he been set up for this? You know, we've got to look at all of this. When I'm a bit better and the next few days, when we find out more details, we'll obviously break it down a little bit, you know. Residents of the area told Sky correspondent Ashna Hunag that he's popular with local families and retirees. So he sounds like a good lad. I don't know what they mean by retirees. Does he help out neighbours and so on? Exactly, Unity Calling. Unity Calling is all over this. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So police have appealed for the public's help to find him, warning, given the serious nature of the incident, I would ask anyone who knows where he is to contact police immediately. If you believe you see him, do not approach and dial 999 straight away. He may still be in possession of a weapon. So what happened in Bushy? So those of you that are coming in asking me what's happened, we're going to give a full rundown now of what happened for those of you that are just joining us. Welcome in, by the way, everybody. Please hit the like if you want to see more of this sort of content, news, I do news and entertainment. I do try and keep it light-hearted, but when there's a serious story, I will cover it, like this one. Let me know. So police were called to a detached house in Ashen Close in northern Bushy near Watford just before 7 p.m. on Tuesday. So last night, guys, okay? This is when the police arrived. When they arrived alongside ambulance staff, they found 3 women with serious injuries. According to Hertfordshire Constabulary, sadly, despite their best efforts, the women who are believed to be related died a short time later at the scene. God, these birds are all having a mad fight outside my window and distracting me. Stop it! God! They're all bullying Funky Pigeon. Old Starlings are here now. So this is the area here. And for those of you who don't know, it's down here. Okay. The home county sort of area. I wish I had a camera on this right now because there's absolute chaos in my garden with birds. The victims were targeted, okay? So these were not random attacks. I know, Dr. Doolittle. The victims were Carol Hunt, 61, who was the wife of racing commentator John Hunt, and their 2 daughters, Hannah Hunt and Louise Hunt. It was revealed on Wednesday afternoon. They were still alive when emergencies, can you hear this? When emergency services arrived. Mr. Hunt works for boys. He's going to go and go. Sorry. Mr. Hunt works. For both the BBC and Sky Sports Racing. Sky Sports Racing said in a statement on Wednesday, everyone at Sky Sports Racing is deeply saddened by the tragic deaths in Hertfordshire, and our thoughts are with our colleague John Hunt, his family and friends at this awful time. This is every family man's worst nightmare. Coming home to your wife and I'm not seeing chat at the moment, so it was John Hunt's. Can you hear these starlings outside? They're all fighting with each other. So it says here, they believe it was targeted. Policing commentator Graham Whettone says this means it's very like the victims and suspect were all known to each other. So we've got here Derek Turner, a resident of the same street, said the arrival of around 10 police cars and ambulance crews was like an explosion in the street. So we're going to watch this now.
It was like an explosion in the street of police cars and ambulances, and it was, I would say in this little bit here was at least 10 police cars. Initially, they might be terrorists or something, but that's all I can say. And then they were here all last night. Obviously, it's been blocked off and everything's been going on, but it's been a bit of a shock because it's a really residential area, and there isn't, nothing much ever goes on round here at all. It's the volume of people all of a sudden turning up, all the police, all the, ambulance, everything going on all of a sudden. It just came all of a sudden. It was like an amazing thing, and there it was.
Look, it's horrific. I came yesterday in the evening after my wife called me several times. She was like panicking, what's happening? There was a dozen police cars down the road, so she's asking what's going on. It is a nice, quiet suburban area. So yeah, a situation like this undoubtedly will be. It is frightening and well, it's troubling. But I'm hoping that it is just a one-off instance. It's a domestic issue. It's not something that's connected to crime as such or drugs.
Is this guy really trying to big up his area? Am I hearing this correctly? This has happened, and he's saying, don't worry, guys. It's not a drug or crime related thing. It's just a domestic issue. So our area is still nice and posh. I can't believe what I've just heard. All this guy is trying to say is that his street is a posh little street.
Something that's connected to crime as such, or drugs or gang-related violence. So for those reasons, I'm hoping that this could be laid to bed quickly.
What a strange person. Yeah, that didn't seem very authentic whatsoever. Neither of them did, to be honest. So it goes on. Derek told Sky News that officers dressed in black uniforms with sort of semi-automatic guns walking around, causing him to mistake the call out for a terrorist incident. The road is cornered off with a blue tent erected outside the front of the property. At the news conference, which we've just watched, the superintendent confirmed that the police believe a crossbow was used in the attack, but other weapons may have been used. The Crossbow Act, here we go. This is what they're doing. The Crossbow Act 1987 allows anyone over the age of 18 to buy one, with the only major restriction being they cannot be used on animals, which, yeah, that's good. Earlier this year, the Home Office launched a call for evidence, to see if further legislation is needed after their use in several murders in the UK. This is what's coming, and I've been saying this for the last few years. Air rifles will be next. School pupils kept inside during the news conference in Hatfield. Chief Superintendent Simpson said extensive police resources have been deployed in both Hertfordshire and North London. They include armed officers and specialist search teams. Pupils at St Michael's Primary School in Enfield are also being kept inside as a precaution. The school's head teacher told Sky News police have conducted a reassurance visit and told them to continue as normal as possible. Detectives are appealing for anyone to come forward who was in or around Ashlyn Close between midday and 7 p.m. on Tuesday. This is just awful. This is just... So they still don't have him. And again, who was it? Was that person making it up when they said that he'd been found dead in a cemetery? Was that made up, guys? Can we anyone get any confirmation on that? Right, okay, we've got something on the cemetery now. Hold on, folks. Something's just come through. Hold on. Just hold on. Did you put kettle on? Right, okay. Now it's on the Telegraph, so they might make me want to pay for it. So let's see how we get on. Hi Saskia, love. Hi everyone. These are the 3 victims. Okay, so whoever said they were outside, they've been shot dead in the cemetery, and we've been waiting for some sort of source to back that up. You're going out. No. There is something going on in the cemetery. Who was it who said that? They had the inside scoop. So police rush into Enfield Cemetery in hunt for crossbow killer. Follow the latest. Right, I think they have shot him because it says here 5:09. Police and paramedics have rushed to the cemetery. So let's get this little bit of video here.
Now, paramedics now running quite fast actually through hilly fields along with police officers. They've just arrived. Let's follow them. Let's see how far they'll let us follow them. Of course, this is a sensitive.
This is breaking news. So it looks like whoever said that about the cemetery was telling the truth. Who was it who said that, and how did they know? Are they local? So this is the paramedics. I think he's been shot because they are rushing through a cemetery. Looks like this is where this guy's been found.
Operation, but 2 paramedics now accompanying police officers through a bush and into the cemetery. It appears we don't yet know exactly what they're responding to, but this could be linked, we understand, to the search for Kyle Clifford. We're just being stopped by a police officer from going into this gate, but paramedics now running into the cemetery with armed police officers. Armed police have just
right.
Now,
so that was paramedics rushing into this cemetery. So armed police hunt for Carl Clifford at Enfield allotments. They were at an allotment and now they're at a cemetery. My voice is going again. Armed police used bolt cutters to gain access to the Cruxhole allotment site in Enfield as search continues. They're not letting this guy go at all. So this is the hang on, what's this? Right, okay, this is Enfield Police Twitter, so I'm going to bring this out. I'm going to get, it's opened up a new tab, hold on. So yeah, if you're coming in, this is breaking news, guys. Okay, this is the latest from the police there. Excuse me. So the last update was 2 hours ago, just as we are assisting colleagues from Hertfordshire in the search for Carl Clifford. And then 7 hours ago, it says, man wanted in connection. Have you seen? It's done it again. It's opened up another bloody tab. Every time I keep opening new tabs. So we are keeping an eye on this. Now, before I come off, because I'm not going to be on for much longer, before we come off, we're going to try and find out if that is true about the cemetery. Obviously, as soon as I know, you know. Now, while we're waiting to find out if that is true, we're now going to see the MSM are pushing this hard now. Okay, hi DJ. Hi everybody. I'm sorry I've not said hello to everyone coming in. I'm not really seeing much chat at the moment. Crossbow victim from 2018 expressed his anger after latest attack. Now, we said this, didn't we? They're going to really push for this. So brother of Nottingham attack victim bravely recalls harrowing experience. So this Laura Sugden campaigned for new restrictions after her partner was killed by a crossbow attack in 2018. So Laura has been pushing hard for this to be stopped, for crossbows to be stopped. So here we This is the person who they're after here, Carl Clifford. Okay, so the MSM are already pushing this, trying to get Crossbows stopped. Right, let me just keep looking for this. All right. Because obviously if I can get confirmation that he is dead or at least incarcerated, it does look like this is true about the cemetery, and whoever said that was spot on. Right. Okay. Right. I've got the latest now on this. Hi everyone. Sorry I've not been very organised for this. It was a breaking news story. And I weren't planning on coming on, for those that are coming in saying what's going on. I weren't planning on coming on for the next few days because I'm not very well, but I seen this and jumped on. So this is the latest. Armed police search a cemetery after crossbow attack kills wife and 2 daughters of BBC and Sky commentator John Hunt. So 3 minutes ago at 5:40, it says, police have taken a very unusual approach. Former HM Inspector of Constabulary Zoe Billingham has said it's very unusual for police to release information about a suspect so quickly in investigation. That's what I was just saying. They don't normally put his photo out because the thing is, he's only a suspect. So this could mess up a court case because he's supposed to be not be named unless he's been arrested. So they must know it's him, and they need him to be caught quickly. But she told Sky News it was vital the police can track the murder suspect down. Like in America, you know, if something like this happens, they put their face out straight away. But over here, you don't really see the suspect unless they've been charged and stuff, you know. Gizmo's got a really bad tummy. I don't know if he's caught a bug off another dog at the park, but he's at 2 nights now. He's been up with diarrhea. Not in the house, obviously. He's so good. He knocks on the door just to go outside. You're a clean boy, aren't you, dude? Yeah. So he's been coughing a little bit as well, poor thing. So the best way for the police to track someone in these circumstances is through the public phoning in. So I suppose the police had a big decision to make. Do they keep it a little bit, you know, we can't confirm it's him, we're just looking for this person in relation? Or do we just say, right, guys, this is our suspect, and put it out there? So this was 25 minutes ago. There was a huge flurry of activity in Enfield in the last hour or so. Armed officers have been combing a park, and in the last hour and a half, Cook's Hole Road was closed off. An armed officer is blocking public access, and paramedics were seen rushing inside Lavender Hill. My voice is going to go again. Cemetery. Venables, who is their correspondent, Sky, says dozens of people have gathered in the area of Hillyfields Park, with some taking pictures and speaking to police. She says Hillyfields is a huge expanse and is popular with dog walkers, runners and families. This is a cemetery. The park has lots of tree cover and is not that open, she says. Air ambulance, this was 32 minutes ago. Air ambulance nearby and cemetery closed off. Armed police and ambulance have swarmed a cemetery close to where a house was searched in Enfield. The cemetery has been closed off, and air ambulance was seen nearby. So it does look like now, the latest update, we've just got the latest from our correspondent who is in Enfield. Armed police had earlier rushed into Lavender Hill Cemetery on the edge of Hills Park. She says there is now a slight lull as we're waiting for any news coming from any of the 3 emergency services. Police, armed officers, the fire brigade and paramedics were all in there for the last few hours. So it does look like, well, it's looking like that they've got him. Why would paramedics be rushing into the cemetery, you know? So we are keeping on top of this. And as soon as, you know, we get anything, I'll bring it to you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, poor Bab. He had physio yesterday. My series tomorrow for his hydro. He was worse last night. Last night it was really bad. We got a bad tummy, dude. Hey. No mention of the cemetery yet. Hi, Blackjack. Yeah, the thing is, if they've sent in paramedics into the cemetery and they've sent in air ambulance and everything as well, it is looking highly likely that he's been either they've shot him in there, or, you know, or he's been found. Right, so that is the last post I can find. I'm just having a quick look now through this. Was the police, the paramedics were rushing through. You're right, Mel. Let's just have a quick look at the Sun, because they're normally pretty quick on this. I hope you're all okay anyway. Right, so let's have a quick look at the Sun. Okay, so we've got some footage here of him fleeing the scene. I should have come to the Sun first, really. So here we go. Crossbow killer flees. So the moment the crossbow killer, Kyle Clifford, well, they shouldn't really be alleged, okay, with a 3-foot weapon after murdering, they've put in hyphens because they've had to, BBC star's wife and 2 daughters. The suspect can be seen pacing towards a car, and you put video. So here we go. So maybe distressing scenes, guys, okay? I don't know. I've not watched this yet. Okay, so this looks like he's just walked out of the house. I think that's the house. I'm not 100%, but it's one of these. Okay, so we're going to start this again. So this is exclusive footage that has been given to the Sun, and this is Kyle Clifford walking away from the house, okay, after he's allegedly left 3 women for dead. What I find a little bit odd is that usually, I don't know, I've never killed anyone, but it's weird because if you're going to kill, right, okay, I don't know, if you're going to kill someone, do you leave them alive? You would think that if you were going to do that, you wouldn't do, because apparently they were all alive when John got back. So he apparently you left them all alive. No, I'm not Space Cat, don't worry. Okay, here we go. There's no sign. This looks like this is like a ring cam or something, isn't it? Okay. Another ring cam. So here he is coming out of the house. Looks like he's got a bag and carrying some stuff. There's on the phone, look. I wonder if I suspected something. What's he doing there? Is he getting in the car? Yeah, he's getting in the car, look. So he's taken some stuff off. He's getting in the car. And 2 daughters. I hate it when they put these little, for God's sake.
We've been through.
I'm going to watch this again, okay? So, wife and 2 daughters of a BBC racing commentator. So, here he is coming out of the house. This is ring footage by the looks of it, or some sort of doorbell footage. And then here is another footage of him coming out of the house. Okay, and this is the suspect. So apparently, we haven't got confirmation, but look, she's on the phone. So I wonder if she's suspecting something, ringing the police. But then why would you suspect something if he's just walked outside the house? And also, this was apparently going on from midday until 7 o'clock yesterday. Wouldn't people have heard screams? Someone's got to ask this question. Yeah, Justine, I know, darling, I know. So we've got to question everything. We've got to question everything that's in media. Oh, for God's sake, stop it. I am waiting for Cobra Kai. It's starting the day after my birthday. Birthday next week, guys. So we'll be having a stream. So chilling footage appears to show a fugitive fleeing home with a 3-foot crossbow after allegedly killing a BBC star's wife and her 2 daughters. The clip shows a man carrying a huge object under his right arm, under a sheet, as he strides from an alleyway leading to the property in Bushey in Hertfordshire. Okay, so you see him walking on the right of this footage. So there he is, and there's some, right, so there he is, and this is someone with a cap. So this looks like it's like a ring footage or something. There he is. He goes to his car. There he is there. People are saying it's not confirmed that he is an ex or something. There's the mum of one of the daughters. I'm not sure. This is the youngest daughter there. That's Hannah. I think she's 28. There's armed police with the dog. A drone there. Is it me or is he smiling? What a strange picture. And you know, you got to question everything, folks. You have to question everything. He's smiling. How bizarre. How strange. Yeah, if we got anybody near this area, no, I'm not asking for a roving reporter. I'm just saying, if we've got anyone nearby, because if so, you need to get indoors. You need to get indoors, folks. Or do we have anyone in that area? Sorry, I'm just doing something. Right, okay, I've lost the chat now. There we go. We've got normal people, it wouldn't get aired. Hi, Pam, he will never get over this. The question is exactly why did he target them? This is what I don't get. So if it is an ex of one of the daughters, but I agree, Weeping Willow, if this was against one of the daughters, then why kill the mum? And he left them. Right, okay. Elaine has got some information. Do you know, Elaine, I still can't reply to your messages. It won't let me. It lets me heart them now, but not reply. One daughter worked in a local beauty salon and the other was a dog groomer. I think their own business. Wow, well, thank you for that information, Elaine. I know the area. Yeah, I've been around there, but this was about 15 years ago, around the Enfield area. Hertfordshire, that area. Potter's Bars around there. I think you're right, banned again. Yeah, something feels a bit off with this, doesn't it? Again, and it might just be us work. Like, not all of us think like this, but most of us think like this. So let me just see if we've got any. So this is the cemetery. Cops rush to, yeah, killer snared. Here we go. Moment armed cops and paramedics rush to cemetery in Hunt for Carl. So we've got some more footage here, guys.
Now, paramedics now running quite fast, actually, through hilly fields, along with police officers. They've just arrived. Let's follow them. Let's see how far they'll let us follow them. Of course, this is a sensitive operation, but 2 paramedics now accompanying police officers through a bush and into the cemetery. It appears we don't yet know exactly what they're responding to, but this could be linked, we understand, to the search for Kyle Clifford. We're just being stopped by a police officer from going into this gate, but paramedics now running into the cemetery with armed police officers.
How do I stop that from happening? Stop.
Now, paramedics now running.
Right. So at the thing going on in there. It's the running for me. Is Fairy Slippers here? Where's Fairy? Hello, love. How you been, sweetheart? I've not seen you for a while. Have you had this as well? Oh my God, have you also like Cobra Kai Space Cat? It's out in 3 parts. 1 in July, 1 in the autumn, and 1 in New Year, I think it is. It's like 4 episodes a time. I love Cobra Kai. So the fact that they've gone to where was it now? An allotments, a park, and now they're at a cemetery. But they've sent the paramedics to the cemetery, so it does look like they found them. It goes on. An armed officer moves between gravestones amid the search. Police are yet to confirm if the suspect has been found. I would say he probably has. They've got bolt cutters there. What's that about? So they've been checking in between gravestones. Thing is, if you're on the run from police, where are you going to go? You're going to go to like somewhere like that, aren't you, where you can hide? Actually, no, you'd be hiding in bushes, wouldn't you? Oh, I don't know. So that's the suspect there. And during this live stream, oh, here we go. So there he is with that's the youngest one, I think, 25. Is it Louise, that one? How you doing, Fairy love? Yeah, I just wondered if you've had this as well. Right. Margaret Keenan asks, is there a group training to use the crossbow in the Knights Templar used? They with swords, is there links to Zodiac Killer? Oh, I don't know. That's the sort of thing we need to look at when this is all calmed down and we know if they've got him and so on. But yeah, we do need to look at that, I think. There is a lot of red flags in this. Is there bunkers around there? Oh, I don't know. Do we have anybody in the Hertfordshire area at all? Let me know. And who knows? Obviously, I don't want you to go looking. I want you to the opposite. I want you to stay indoors and lock the windows and everything and the doors. But I just want to know if anyone knows the area. Just showed cemetery on BBC. Somebody in blue bodysuit. Yeah, Kitty, you weren't well either, was you, love? You were poorly as well. Right, hold on then, guys. Let me just say, looks like he was with. Everyone's got this flu thing. I don't know what it is. Doctors. I don't know where. Right, hang on a minute. It's on the news now, the cemetery. So we were all over the cemetery first because now the BBC have got hold of it. Right, I can't see this on the BBC about a cemetery. Let me have a look. Right, okay, we've got some, we have got some latest here. So there he is with the youngest daughter, who I think was Louise. Saskia says it's down the right. Hold on a sec. Sorry, I'm trying to, I can't really read chat as well and cover this. Right, the air is thick with sound of helicopters. Okay, armed police and a dog have been searching through the cemetery. So here we go. We've got some latest footage now. This is the Justin. Okay. Oh, look at all this stuff. What's this? Yeah, that looks like the guy's just left all of his items there. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Kitty. You wonder if you've got the same thing I've got. Loads of people have got it. I had it a couple of weeks ago, and then it came back. Oh gosh, yeah. Just want to just rewind that a sec. Look, watch the dog. Watch the dog. The dog has got the scent of him. Now, I'm thinking, are these items something that he has discarded because the dog went straight to them? See? It's amazing what these dogs can do. There's no sound, is there? Even Gizmo's got it. And I know, I don't know if it's the same thing, but Gizmo's had been up the last 2 nights with bad tummy, really bad diarrhea. It does cause crippling tummy pains. I don't think dogs can get our bugs, though. So there must be a doggy version of it or something. Right, so what was he doing then? Let me just watch that back a sec. So these are police. This has just come in like 3 minutes ago. This is that Lavender Hill, is it? Cemetery in Hertfordshire, in Enfield. I don't know if he's gesturing to the a copter or what. I don't know. So let's read the latest on this. So the reporter says, I'm at the scene of Lavender Hill Cemetery. The road behind me leads up past the cemetery and past Hillyfield Park, which is one of the areas the search today has been focused on. The air is thick with the sound of helicopters, including the BBC one that has shot the attached footage. There have been a large number of emergency vehicles going up and down this road. There are a couple of fire engines as well. We have been prevented from going any further down that road. This is in the North Enfield area. I've spoken to many people who live around here who say this has been a really stressful time for them because they've just been dealing with that uncertainty, knowing that the police have not been able to catch the suspect yet. So 4 women who looked visibly upset have left flowers near the scene in Bushy. The women carefully placed colourful bouquets on the ground before stepping back for a few moments of quiet contemplation. Other flowers have been left too. One of the cards read, I wish none of this happened as real. I wish I could hug you all, so they must know them. Oh, and there's the picture there of the police swarm in the cemetery. So it does. Oh, what's this here? A woman has been questioned in Lavender Hill. Residents have said police visited a home near Lavender Hill earlier. They believe it was to question a woman connected. I bet it was his mum, connected with Kyle Clifford, the named suspect they've been searching for. Do you know, it could be. I'm not saying it is, but it could be his mum or his sister. But they have been interviewed or questioned a woman whose birthday is it? Hang on a minute. Just catching a bit of the chat now. So Saskia's nearby. Whose birthday is it? My chat's frozen on my phone. Let me just read. Oh God. Sounds like it does, doesn't it, Pam? Hear the pigeons? Yeah. There's so many questions. Oh, it's nowhere near me. Hi, MK Ultra. Oh, Saskia and Wise Angel. Is it your birthday today? Oh, happy birthday or belated. It's mine next week. We'll be doing something. I don't know what yet. We'll be doing a little stream. I wanted to go out today, but I'm not very well. I was going to go over to the coast. Let me just refresh this and see if anything's happened. You all right? Is his tummy bad again? What are you doing? Maybe he doesn't want to eat anything because he's got a bad tummy. Sorry, I'm just talking to Al.
It's just a thing about new food. Smells nice.
Does it? Can I have a drink, please?
Yeah.
What flavour's that?
No idea.
What?
No.
Doesn't say on the packet.
I didn't see a name anywhere.
You might have to get me to feed it him with a spoon. Gizmo's such a baby. Gizmo, what's that? If you pretend to give it to me, bring it in to me, and then he'll eat it. Right then, happy birthday. Breaking news. They have caught him in a cemetery. Hi, Sue. We're just looking at that now. They're saying that there's something's happened in the cemetery, but we haven't got what's that? Is that what come with it? Is that what I ordered with it? Should put it in the spoon, give it, and let me feed it him. Sorry, I'm just talking to Al. Apologies about this, guys. I'm going to keep refreshing this page. I would say we'll probably go to the Sun because they seem to have, my voice is going again. They seem to have everything first, so just bear with me. He'll probably eat it if you put it. Yeah.
I think he wants it, but I'm not sure.
You have to put. No, we still don't have confirmation that he's in the cemetery. It's looking likely that he's in the cemetery, but we don't. We know that police have been at the cemetery. So we're just finding out a little bit more information now. Hold on a sec about this guy. God, I'm dying. My voice is going. Penny party stream coming up. There'll be duck races. There'll be, I don't know yet, but we will be having we have one every year. I have a little party celebrating me getting older. I'm with furry slippers. I've missed so much chat. What are people saying in the chat? Excuse me. Hi, Selena. Hi, Valerie. Lone Foundation, Lulu. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm not good with birthdays. People get all fake and shit. Yeah, I get you, furry. I get you. I get you, love. Who else is here? Daisy, Lone. A fugitive accused emerging. 3 people have been caught. Well, we haven't got confirmation that he's been caught. We know that they've been. Let me just get the very, very latest, right? Here's the cemetery bit. So we've got footage of armed police and paramedics rushing to a cemetery. Yeah. We've got footage of them searching gravestones, but we don't have confirmation anywhere. And I've looked all over of him. DM saying he's caught, but no Daily Mail. Right. Okay, let's get on that then. I'll do my best, guys, to bring you the, whatever's going on. It does look. It's not. I'm 99% sure that he's in that cemetery, but let's just get confirmation. Right. Okay. Here we go. We're on the Daily Mail now. Okay. It says he's been caught. Breaking news, guys. Let me just take the banner down. The Daily Fail have it first, apparently. Breaking news. Triple murder suspect. Let me just put the link into this so people can go and check it out for themselves. Triple murder suspect. Kyle Clifford is caught in a cemetery after tying up, oh my God, BBC star's wife and daughters and shooting them dead with a crossbow. That contradicts what we were told, that when John Hunt came home, that they were still alive. Yeah, he left us. Yeah, we covered that earlier. You must have missed it. Unity calling. He was in the. Can you please fill these feeders up for the birds? Bloody sparrows are asking for more food. So, a fugitive accused of murdering 3 people with a crossbow has been caught in a cemetery after a huge manhunt. Now, we've been covering the cemetery for the past like 25 minutes or so, but we just needed to find out. Oh, DJ Rockford, you're spot on there. You just know it, don't you? He'll be a reform member. And he, yeah. So it says here, Carl Clifford, 26, was seen being bundled into the back of an ambulance in the Hillyfield area of Enfield. What are you eating, Mel? Good boy. North London, by armed police and paramedics on Wednesday afternoon. Clifford become Britain's most wanted man after police said they were hunting the ex-soldier. Hang on a minute, where was I now? I got distracted by the dog. In connection with the murders of Carol and her 2 daughters. The women who were the wife and daughters of BBC 5 Live commentator John Hunt were found fatally injured inside their 800,000 detached home. That's insane. How much does it cost for a house like that? Police sources said the women had been tied up before they were shot dead. How were they shot dead? If they were alive when he came home. I'm confused. With a crossbow in a targeted attack. They may have also included other weapons. Chilling doorbell footage emerged, which we've watched, of the suspect fleeing the scene. I wouldn't even call it fleeing the scene. He was like walking along with stuff under his arm. Oh no, DJ Rockford. And is it closed off now? So there is the suspect. Now we've heard, hi Dave, we've heard more and more that this guy was a nice guy, that local retirees liked him. This is so bizarre. This was him here. We've got a picture. Kyle Clifford dropped out of the army weeks before he is alleged to have murdered 3 people. So this is him apparently here, and he's just dropped out the army. Why, we don't know. There's armed police. They can have tattoos now in the police. I still can't get my head around that. Okay, it's a forensic services. So yeah, there he is. He isn't fleeing at all. He's just walking, getting into the car. This is the youngest daughter, Louise, and it looked, yeah, okay. She's the ex-girlfriend. We've had confirmation now. It does, doesn't it, Pam? This is the ex-girlfriend, so the youngest, 25. What's that? What is it? Did you put this on? Did you put this on the food?
No, I haven't done.
No, do you though?
I don't know.
He has been going up to that. Can you get me a spoon for his dinner and I'll feed him? Sorry about this, folks. It's a funny time for me to stream. I don't normally stream at this time. Got all sorts happening, dinner and stuff for all the animals. It has developed very quick, Jason. Hi, Paula. Paula, did you say you've been poorly? Well, there's loads of us got it, darling. I've got it as well. All right, I'm going to give you that in a minute, okay? Just hold on, Gizmo. Oh, my God. It can, Furry. It can. But to go, Gizmo, I can't give you that yet. It's just a powder to go on your dinner. They do, don't they, Sue? Carol Hunt, who was married to the BBC star, was fatally injured. This is what I don't get, right? Okay, how can they? MK Ultra, you've got it as well. Hi, Adam. Have you got this? How am I supposed to feed the dog? I've got all the dog on me now and everything. It's dinner time, isn't it, for everyone? So Al's trying to do dinner for the family. I don't want dinner. So this is Carol, his wife here. It's just, this is just a horrendous, this is a horrendous story, folks. I'm just going through the images of today. So this is the area of Wood Green. I used to hate going to Wood Green. Barnet, Watford. I used to do all these. My ex-husband used to do deliveries around here, and I used to go with him. So I've got some footage here of the scene of the house. We watched this earlier, didn't we? Yeah, I think whatever it is, really, Saskia, my head's banging. I got tummy ache as well. And Gizmo's got a bad tummy and been coughing. But I'm presuming it's a doggy version. I don't think dogs get our colds, do they? Gizmo, just wait. Wait, darling, wait. Oh, wrong button. So the Mail are saying that they've caught him, okay? And we've been watching this for the last half an hour. We've been watching the police run into the cemetery, but we've been waiting for confirmation that he was in that cemetery. Armed police closed down the cemetery, a 5-minute walk from the house linked to the suspect. So I'm guessing that I haven't got confirmation, but the police were at a female's house. I reckon that was his mum. Come here, Mo. An ambulance rushed. So police were at the cemetery. 2 carrying automatic rifles stood guard at the cemetery gates, preventing members of the public from entering. Meanwhile, an ambulance rushed into the cemetery grounds with blue lights flashing and sirens on. It emerged about 20 minutes later, still in emergency mode. Oh. Either these people, they just look completely like just normal. Look how happy he looks with his missus. Look, this is horrendous. This is awful, folks. So this is breaking news. He has been caught. Now we don't know. Gizmo, why are you licking my laptop lid? You are so weird. You are so weird, Gizmo. Mel. Guys, if you do want to join the membership, I'm going to be shutting them off on the other channel. I'm going to keep them on here for now, but I'm probably going to shut them both off eventually. But the reason why I like them on here is because when I can do certain streams, I can put it members only. And I am going to be uploading some footage of Gizmo's family, like dog family, for members only. So if you want to see stuff like that, I just want to keep it for a select few. I don't know what it is. I don't test, but it's horrible, whatever it is. They probably released something else on us, haven't they? Right. So he has been caught. We don't know if he had been trying to hurt himself. He was seen being bundled into the back of an ambulance. Let me just see if I can get anything else on this. I'm going to keep checking all the different news outlets on this. Okay. Still waiting for confirmation. Right, hang on. Right, I've got some more information that's just come through. Yeah, we'll go out soon after dinner, so I'll probably go with him for a walk. I don't know if I can get the energy together, but I might want a bit of fresh air. Apparently, he's alive, guys. Now we've got a bit of background on Kyle here. Crossbow killer. This is an exclusive article in The Sun that has just broken. So this is breaking news. I'm just going to pop the link into the chat. Just thinking, why, John? Yeah, apparently, Kitty, it was to do with he was going out with the youngest daughter. All right, it was an ex. John Hunt is a racing commentator. Yeah, so his wife, not ex-wife, his actual wife, and his 2 children. Penny, we should a health tip of the week show. It's like Casualty on here. Everyone's falling apart. Could you please fill that sunflower heart in the poppies, because the sparrows keep going onto it and onto the poppies as well. Right, okay. Casualty. So a fugitive accused of murdering 3 people has been caught in a cemetery. Okay, I'm on the wrong one. Ignore that one. We're on this one. A triple murder suspect has been revealed as an immature ex-private who dropped out the army before killing a BBC star's wife and her daughters. Carl Clifford is at the centre of a huge manhunt after Carol and her daughters Louise and Hannah were found dead at her. Hang on a minute, no. They were found alive. They're changing the story, guys. This is why I like to cover this live. You see what's going on here? Can you see what's happening? They said he came home. He came home and she was alive. The three were alive and they died later at the scene. Now they're saying that they were found dead. So which is it? And this is why I like to do it live, because then no one can say, oh, that didn't happen. They can't scrub the internet of articles because I've been showing the articles live. And this is why Gizmo's not bothered about food. He hardly eats. Blackjack, it's looking, yeah. So this is why I jump on, because they cannot wipe anything, because we've got this recorded. All of my live streams are recorded by StreamYard. Okay, so apparently, Gizmo, why have you just jumped, silly? Okay, so we're going to get into this. The Sun can now reveal that the 26-year-old had briefly served in the armed forces before the targeted attack last night. Clifford was a trooper, which is equivalent to a private in the Queen's Dragoon Guards. Is that a mistype, hi Daz, or should that be dragon, or is that what it's supposed to be? Hi Daz. Hi Spurs for life. Been fine with injuries. Thank you for that. You guys, honestly, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to do this either, because you're coming in and telling me stuff and then I'm going and finding it live as we're going along. The cemetery story, when I first came on, was broken by one of you guys. How long have we been? I've been on now in 21 minutes, blimey. A picture shows him in his army gear with camo face paint. Dog wants to go out. All right, we're going out in a minute. Well, I don't know if I am. I don't know if I can. Somebody will take him for a walk. Okay, thank you, Furry. Thank you, everybody. I was just checking. A former boss from early in his career said the murder suspect dropped out soon after passing out. He added, Clifford joined the army in 2019, and I was with him in basic training. Gizmo, when he joined the army, he was immature for his age and had a bit of a chip on his shoulder. So he joined in 2015. Now, come on, he would have been 21. How many 21-year-olds don't haven't got a chip on the shoulder? I know, Space Cat. All right, hang on, I'm just reading this. Right. He struggled to grasp basic military concepts, but managed to reach the standard to pass out from pass out, not as in pass out. The horror unfolded on Tuesday night at around 7 p.m. when armed cops swarmed a quiet residential street. Carol and her daughters, 25 and 28, were discovered dead inside the family home. Again, they've changed this story, folks. They have changed the story. They said that he found them all alive and later died at the scene after paramedics had came. What is going on here? Why are they changing it? The mum is married to BBC 5 Live racing commentator John Hunt. Can you Gizmo crying? It's because Owl's locked him out. Why he goes and gets the rabbits in before he takes him out, and Gizmo hates it. Hates being locked out of the kitchen. Gizmo, his mum, I've read that bit. He had been working at Lingfield Park Racecourse in Surrey yesterday before returning home to find his family dead. Can you hear Gizmo barking? He's upset. All right, Gizmo, Hi, that hurt. Gizmo, Daddy's just gone to go and get the rabbits in before we go out. Okay? Go out the back. Right. They've changed it, guys. They've changed it. What's going on here? They're saying that if they were found dead. Don't know, Daisy. I just think we need to keep an eye on this. Police later confirmed that a manhunt had been launched for Clifford and urged the public not to approach him. Officers said the suspect from Enfield in North London could still be armed and in possession of a crossbow. They also revealed he may have used other weapons in the targeted attack. Apparently so, lovely jubbly. We were told earlier on that he came home to find them all injured and that he rang the police and he rang the paramedics and then they caught up. Right, we've got an update on GB News. Hold on.
That a man who was wanted in connection with the triple murders
Can you hear this?
has been found here at this cemetery. You may just be able to see behind me, there's a police officer here. And in the last hour or so, we saw an ambulance leave, a number of police officers, armed officers as well. This is following the extensive search they've been carrying out since yesterday after the incident occurred in Bushy, which is around half an hour drive from here in Enfield. And they have been working tirelessly. And this evening...
Okay, so they've done the mainstream news now. Oh, this is so weird. Right. He could still be armed in possession of the crossbow, is what they were saying. This was in the article when they were talking about his ex-boss has come forward and said that he was an immature private. Why has Gizmo been locked out the kitchen? What's going on? Sorry about this. What's happening? Are we taking Gizmo out? I'll come with you. I want some fresh air. We'll go out in a bit. I'm going to wrap this up in a minute and then we'll go out. All right? Right, just soon. Okay, he's getting tetchy now for his PARK. Can't say the word. So, God, this is... I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I didn't want to be on this long, but I wanted to... Carrying a mobile phone, they can track his mobile... I don't know, probably thrown it, hasn't he? This is weird, John. Everything's all over the place. I thought a knife would be easier than a bigger... Oh, yeah, exactly, Justine. Yeah, weeping willow. I agree. It's weird, though, Furry. Well, they said, right, when this all come together, right, when I first jumped on and all these stories were breaking, they said that he came home and his family were all alive, but they were injured. Take care, Daisy, my love. And now they've changed it to he came home and they'd all deceased. So that's not a misprint. That's a big, massive... hi, little Georgie. That's a big-ass change. Oh, really? Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Oh, I just got home from volunteering at a pig sanctuary. Despite showering, I can still smell pig. Yeah, that is weird, Justine. Take care, Space Cat, darling. Thanks for being here, sweetie. Yeah, this is getting weirder and weirder. Really weird. I'm just absolutely devastated that poor man. He's come home. He's come home to find his wife and 2 daughters injured. Remember, they've changed it now to deceased. Okay, so just getting the latest before we go. So they're now, right, so that's his ex-girlfriend. So the youngest was the ex-girlfriend. That's her sister. So what I want to know is, if he's got beef with his ex, why would he tie up her mum and her sister? This doesn't make any sense. But the main thing is, guys, is that whilst we've been on air, and I've brought it to you as much as possible, is he's been caught. No matter what, he's been caught. And I'm glad he's alive. I don't want him to die. If he has done this, he needs to serve justice. I can't imagine what that poor man's going through. Pigs. I love pigs. I love all animals. It is really sad. Gizmo saved a caterpillar this morning. Gizmo saves things. I was out there with him at 4:30. He got a really bad tummy. He's had a really bad tummy, and he was having the toilet, and then he came over and he looked down at something, and it was just getting light, and it was like a blob on the grass, and I was like, what's that? I looked, and it was a caterpillar, a big fat one. I filmed it. I'm going to put it up. But look, it was a big butterfly caterpillar, and Gizmo showed me where it was, so I put it in the bush, didn't I, so that no birdies could eat him. Yeah. Yes, do you not feel very well? Do you not want to go out? I know you love going out, don't you? Hey, you're all right, love. Oh, Mo. Right then, guys. Animals are the best. We may find out why him being alive. What do you mean, new hobby? Yeah, so an hour and a half, gosh. So I'm going to go. Obviously, anything else happens, I'll make a video. Like I say, I was only going to... Rose, I get this from my family. You should hear when one of us is on the phone to each other, Rose. It goes on forever. See you later then. Tra. Are you... Oh, yeah. Did I ask you this? Excuse me. Yeah, oh, yeah, we'll sort that out. Okay, then. Tra. And then it'll go, oh, you know, such and such. Tra. I think it's a Brummy thing. Any Brummies here? Any Brummies? Hello, Alan Edge, YouTube husband. All right, he's coughing again. Have you got a kennel cough, mate? If you have, you can't go out. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to say anything to the viewers, the listeners? He's licking the microphone. You hear him. Hi, Lisa. Anything else you want to add? You all right? Is Mo? Mo? You all right? You've been very well, have you? Still likes going out, though. Right. Okay. I'm going to go. I'm an ex-Brummy Saskia. Yeah, thank you. There you go. There you go. Beck, leaving my aunt's house used to take us half an hour. My nan was an hour. It's a Brummy thing, okay? We just love people and we love talking to people. Thank you, everybody. All the people that are poorly, someone on the train saying like you, really. All the people that are poorly, I don't know what it is. Someone said it was the old plague. I don't know. But at least they've caught the guy. Anything else, I'm making a video. I won't be live for a bit because I'm not very well. But thank you all for joining me. I really, really appreciate you guys. And I will see you all. Yeah, was it 10 days it took you, See you all soon. I'll be making videos. I have got a stream set up for Friday. Curious News. I'll see how I'm feeling. He's been caught. Yeah, exactly. He's been caught. When am I next up? Well, I've got a stream. See, I read your mind then. Did it? Space Cat, did you see that? I answered DJ Rockford before his comment even shown up on my screen. I should be live Friday, depending how I feel. Hello, Piggy Wig. We've got a baby Piggy Wig at the window. I'm really getting into my birds now. I think I can class myself as a Twitcher. MK Ultra, I had a bit of it last week or the week before. I can't remember when it was. And then I started to feel better. And then it just got bad again. Worse. Cheerio. Take care, Hawkeye. We're on it. The bunnies, there's no pulling the wool over. Exactly, Justine. Exactly, my love. Right then. Thank you, John. What's that emoji of? Is that a crystal ball? Can't see. What is it? What's that? Flowers. I know, I do it all the time. Space Cat is always saying I do it, and Al says it as well. Penny, 2 chill. Yeah, I'll do a video on that. Oh, it's not the bug. I'm half a second behind too. I'm telling you, I do it all the time. Space Cat will confirm this. I answer people before they've even asked me a question. Psychic night. I can't do it when I want to do it though. It just happened. YouTube, mommy, I love you. I love you, Beck. Have a lovely evening. Love to Pat, and I'll see you all soon. I might see you on Friday. I'll see how I'm feeling. I was going to go out today and I didn't go because I'm not very well, but I was going to go to the coast. When I go to the coast, I'll take you all with me, okay? Probably DJ Rockford. Maybe that's what we've all got, and it's affected children different. Jack ain't been well either. He's had a bad headache and a bit of a tummy ache. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. So they've caught him, and I'll update you all in a video either tonight or tomorrow on whatever the latest is. And I'll see you all soon. Lots of love. Don't forget to hit the like or dislike. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.